What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Uncomplicated Podcast with your hosts. Oh, new word there. Let's make it official.
Yeah.
We are the hosts. I am Jules.
I'm Lily.
And today, Lily wants to talk about something that she wishes would happen sooner
Yes.
than it is. But we do live in Ottawa,
Yes.
Canada.
So it's kind of a, I would say, vast subject maybe, because we're probably going to go different angles towards this, but it's pretty much just like summer's coming. So,
Is it?
Well, I want it to. It's not enough, but not fast enough. But...
Today with 0 and some snow, it doesn't feel like it. But...
No, yeah. But it's time to start thinking about it when you're looking at it fitness and health-wise, in a way of a lot of people have goals or like, oh, summer's coming, I have to get fit.
Yeah.
In that way.
Yeah.
And so I kind of want to talk about that aspect, how to get ready for summer in a way.
Yeah.
Is it too late? Is it too soon? What to do if it's too late?
I mean...
I know.
Yeah. Like, what's too late?
Exactly.
If your goal is to get fit for summer, and then you work hard and you're fit for the last 2 weeks of summer, you still achieve your goal of getting fit, and it's gonna be something that your body's gonna thank you for.
Yeah.
So regardless of when you achieve it, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But first off, this video is sponsored by Monster Energy Drinks.
Is it?
Rehab edition. No, I'm just joking. That will be the day. But we saw those at the store earlier, and I drank the rehab ones because they have no fizz in them. Just because for some reason lately the fizz has just been messing up with my stomach, digestion. So I just stayed off the fizz for a while, and it seems to be better. So I'm just going to stay on the no fizz train.
But it has 25 calories versus
10.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo. It's insignificant.
Is it?
It is.
I feel like you say that, and sometimes it's not though. You'll be like, no, grab the one that has less.
No, but like it's a drink that has 25 calories.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a big deal.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't grab it if it had 100.
Yeah.
Like under 50 is like whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we are gonna try them because this is a new flavor.
It is a new flavor. Yeah. This is the first time I see this flavor.
Yeah, I only wanted it because it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pink, has some blue. It's nice. It's my color.
Yeah, it's very Miami Vice. Like pink.
Yeah.
Pink, light blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is gonna be a taste test.
Yeah. Do you taste it together? Well, you just tasted it.
Yeah. Taste test. Cheers.
Cheers.
Doop. Yeah, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
As she takes a second sip.
No, it's because it tastes like something specific.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, it's good.
Pretty good.
That's that. That's our.
That's our taste test.
Yeah.
Pretty good. If you see it and you like Monster Energy drinks, it has no fizz. It's technically a tea.
Cool.
You can grab it. It is uncomplicated podcast approved.
Yes. What got me thinking of this specific subject, like that popped into my head, is actually because of my friend, but it's not at all. Well, it's related, but it's not. Because she's like dating here and there, and then she told me, she's like, yeah, there was like this guy I was talking to. He was pretty like nice and whatever. And then she's like, we were talking about like summer and all that, and he said like, oh, summer is coming around, so I have to start training, have to start getting fit, and blah blah blah. And then she told me, she's like, usually I wouldn't mind, but now I'm just like concentrating on finding somebody that wants to just be active. It's not about because it's summer, let's get shredded and abs. It's like even during the winter, it's like I want you to live a healthy lifestyle or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where the idea came from of like doing something like this. Also, I talk to my clients and they always people always start coming in and being like, "Oh, I want to get ready for summer abs," when it's like April, May, and it's like that's in a month.
Yeah, I think it comes from a little bit like the bodybuilding background where you bulk during the winter,
You get
you
shredded.
cut for summer.
Yeah, no, I get that, but you're bulking in the winter and you're still working out. I think a lot of
Yeah.
people just say like, oh, it's summertime, like I want to be able to
Yeah.
like beach body.
Yeah. Where I want to be comfortable in my bathing suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the trick is if you do this all year, when summer comes around, you'll feel comfortable in your bathing suit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then when you go on vacation during the winter, also.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's not the point. Of this podcast, it's to kind of start thinking of summer now. It's the time.
Yeah.
Start having the habit now.
Yeah. One thing I also see a lot is, and hear a lot is, oh, summer's coming around. I'm going to be moving a lot more. I'm going to cancel my gym membership.
Oh, that's an interesting. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. And it's just like, sure, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're more active, but depending on your goals, you still have to keep working out
Yeah.
and lifting weights,
Yeah.
getting stronger.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's one thing I see and hear a lot, and it always not confuses me, but it's just always like
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's because people just think they have the mindset of like strength training is activity and it's moving. So it's like you do that during the winter time because there's nothing else.
Yeah.
People not everybody loves winter sports.
Yeah, and I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But like for example, what are you gonna do this summer?
What am I gonna do
Yeah.
this summer? Like
Yeah.
during the summer?
Yeah.
It depends. But I'm hoping
Yeah.
that I'll be good enough to train, and that I'll probably be biking a lot
That's good.
because I want to run, but I don't know if I'll be able to.
Yeah.
And walks, of course, hiking. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. That's if your knee holds up and if your knee
Yeah.
recovers well to
Yeah.
the surgery that you had not too long ago. Yeah, absolutely. And it's just like you're somebody that is recovering from surgery and you have those plans already.
Yeah.
And that's what I think we're trying to say is it's good to have an idea of what you want to do so that you start building right now towards what you want to do, whether you're in your position where you're recovering and need to wait and get stronger and do all of these things for you to be able to do your summer things, or if you're just somebody that's just not happy where they're at the moment, and it's like start now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and make sure that you have a plan for summer, and then that way you know exactly like this is my plan for summer, this is what I want to do for my activity level, fitness level, all of these things, and this is what I'll need to do to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it could be like I want to go on 5 hikes this summer.
Yeah.
Could be that. It's like, okay, how do you get there?
Yeah.
Where are they going to be? Because summer flies by. If you just kind of go with the flow, it'll be like, it's too hot. It's raining. It's too hot. It's raining. And next thing you know, summer's over.
Yeah.
I know because I do the same thing with golf. Every year I'm like, I want to play at least like 10 rounds of golf. And then the summer gets there, and next thing you know, it's the golf season's over, and I'm like, yep, I played twice.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, and like if you're, let's say, on a budget, because you're talking about golf, and golf is expensive, so I was just like, okay, it's a good point to make that if your summer activities are usually more expensive for some reason, then it's like it's the time to start like, okay, I gotta start saving up a little bit. Also, if that's a reason why you don't go,
Yeah.
let's say, doing your activities because it's like, oh, I don't have the money today.
Yeah.
kind of thing. But it's also, you want to start thinking about like the activities you want to do, like if you're trying to stay healthy and fit, because also during the summertime, that's when barbecues, patios.
I was gonna bring that up also. Yeah.
So it's like your increase of alcohol intake and your increase of like food that is higher in calories
Yeah.
just increase, and like parties, like family gathering and all that, you tend to probably not see results you want, or you fall off track because you don't realize how much like of an increase of
All of those things. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'd be curious to know what the average alcohol consumption is from winter times to summer times for people.
You have an excuse to drink beer a lot. Like when I'm just thinking of that. If you go to the cottage, if you work outside a lot,
Yeah.
like if your job is outside, it's like everybody knows, and well, most people know, like a beer after work always seems a lot more refreshing. Apparently.
Yeah, but even around the house, even like
Yeah.
house chores, be like, all right, I'm gonna clean out the backyard, I'm gonna
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
the grass. That is often an opportunity for people to be like, oh, let me just crack open a beer here.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I'd be curious. The beer and the amount of like burgers.
Hot dogs,
Yeah.
burgers.
Because hot dogs are a summer food, in my opinion. It's rare that.
Well, it's because it's barbecue. Like
Yeah, exactly.
you
It's barbecue
it,
season.
or like you have it on over the fire. Like
Yeah.
going camping. It's like
Yeah.
easy camping stuff
Yeah.
to bring, and you never eat just one.
No, they're so easy to eat and so yummy.
Yeah, so it's like something to kind of like think about as well. So, and like the point of me saying this is more just like you want to start your activities now in a way, or like scheduling your life, start your little habits, so that when it comes to summer, like you keep those habits.
That's why organized sports are always a good idea. Find a local league of something that you enjoy playing, and they schedule it for you. It's, let's say, every Tuesday night you play this thing, you play this game, and it can be a lot of things.
Yeah.
But that's another way to kind of schedule in your activity.
And then increase your social life also.
Yeah,
Because I
that
feel like
too.
a lot of people are struggling-ish with this. Like I think it's getting better, but that they just don't go out anymore. They don't do anything because of the C word from a while
Oh
back.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you find people like-minded people also. I find.
Yeah.
But you also have to. Usually, they're beer leagues.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Also, that I was gonna follow up on that is those usually end up being more of a get together. We play the sport and then we go out and eat wings and drink beer.
Yeah.
After the game.
Yeah.
Like.
But at
so,
least you're getting activity. Honestly, like I think you're better. Like if somebody were to tell me it's like, well, yeah, but then it's a beer league. It's like, yeah, but you're moving. You're getting out there and moving. You're going outside. You're having vitamin D. Like you're getting out of your sitting positions.
Yeah.
Like it's better than nothing.
It is. It is better than nothing. But yeah, like thanks for asking. But I.
What are your plans?
I joined I guess what they call slow pitch league now. So that'll be fun. So it's
You're getting old.
It's like softball, but like for
Old people.
old people. It's a safer sport, okay?
Yeah. Yes. No, it's
But yeah,
non-competitive.
yeah, well, there's some competitiveness. Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it. Last year I was craving it all summer. Yeah, last year I was like dying for somebody to invite me to Spare or something. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, I guess nobody's playing this year. And then at the end of the year, you see on Facebook everybody posting a picture with their team, and I was just like, thanks for the invite, guys. I'm sure you needed a Spare at some point.
You gotta write on Facebook.
Right.
Like if ever you need a spare. That's why, like, when I was in school playing intramurals. Like a lot of people would say, like if you need a spare,
Yeah.
like contact. So, anyways, that's what you have to do. But now you're on a team, so
Yeah, now I'm on a team because that one friend that had a team, I texted him at
Yeah.
the end of last year and I was like,
bro.
bro, why was I not invited once to a game? And then he asked if I wanted to this year. And I was like, spare or like join the team? And then he was like, I think spare. Let me ask. And then he asked and he was like, well, you could join the team. And I was like, okay, I'm in. So that's gonna be fun. Looking forward to it. For me, that like sports are a big part of my activities. Like I do walk a lot. We do walk a lot when you're not dealing with operation. But yeah, we walk a lot, so that's part of our activity. But I like the sport aspect to it. So I'll keep playing like ball hockey for next couple weeks also, and then I'll have baseball also. It's a lot of running. So yeah, that's how I get my activity. I find it just easier for me. I don't have to think about it. I'm having fun.
Yeah, it's not a chore.
Yeah,
Which a lot of people. But you also, what's a way of transportation? You get to work sometimes. Last year you started doing that.
yeah, I'm gonna do that again this year. Yeah,
Yeah.
rollerblading to work.
Yeah.
So
That's another activity you can do.
yeah,
And I think you said it was quicker too.
It was close to the same amount of time.
Yeah.
I would say. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
cut out all the lights almost.
Yeah. It's another way of like thinking of how to add activity. Like I get it, sometimes it rains, so it's not ideal.
Yeah.
But like if you have a bike, if it's just as long as you bike to work or you rollerblade to work, you walk, you run,
Yeah.
you're I don't know, you would probably not use them, but you work at a gym, so you have showers. So there's
Yeah.
places that don't. Biking, if you're not trying to bike super hard and fast, like you don't necessarily need to be sweating the whole
Yeah.
time. So that's a way to like increase your activity. And also, it's during springtime. It's hard because it can be muddy and wet.
Yeah.
But it's like it's the best time spring to because it's cold. It's not hot.
It's not super
It's
hot.
getting
Yeah.
hot, so you're like you don't mind being in a t-shirt while biking.
Yeah.
But you're not sweating because it's still like cool.
That's a good idea. Your way of transportation can be an activity also. If you're using it strictly for weight loss, if you're like, I'm going to start walking to work because I want to start losing weight, you got to remember that if and when you achieve your goals, as soon as you stop that, the weight will creep back up because you're taking away one thing that allowed you to get there. If it is for weight loss purposes, then you have to make sure that it's something that you can sustain and keep doing even after you reach your goals, because that's what will allow you to stay at your goal. As soon as you take that away and you eat the same amount of food, you're gonna end up slowly putting that weight back on. But if you're just doing it for health purposes or for the planet or any other reason, then yeah, by all means, summer is a great time to do that.
But start now.
Well, yeah. No, that's what I mean. Like as soon as you're able to, yeah, you have to start.
Well, that's the thing. So that's what I want to kind of talk about more is like start doing what you want to do in the summer now. We're making space now for when it does start getting hotter. You'll reach your goals before the summer. Like you'll start reaching goals before the summer, right? You'll start building those habits. Something I want to do with my clients, it's step challenges. And it's like a lot of people I'm getting like random feedback here and there. And they're like, yeah, but I sit all day. I'm not going to win. And it's like, but that's the point. It's like the fact that you're sitting all day. If you start doing this challenge, you'll be like, oh, I have to get up and move. Because like you literally just told me it's hard to get up and move because you're at a desk all day and you're always like just that one extra email. It's like, yeah, well now you have an excuse. You have a step challenge.
Yeah.
Get up, go walk for a walk. And that's the point. It's like the increasing the steps.
Yeah.
It's not about you winning. It's about you increasing your own steps.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like if you start now, by the time it hits like summertime, it's like that indoor walk that you're taking for 5 minutes after an hour of work is going to be your lunchtime or walk for 45 to an hour walk because you're like, oh, it's nice. Let's go out. So now you're going to, again, increase your activity. So it's like start now. So when summer comes and it's nice out, it's not as it's not a chore. It's like you want to do it.
And if you're able to, if you're just in a meeting that you don't necessarily need to participate, that you just need to be there and listen, what's stopping you from just plugging in, going out for a walk while listening to this meeting?
Yeah.
Like if you know that you're not going to be asked anything and you don't have to be prepared for it, all you have to do is be there and listen.
Sign in on your phone.
Like, yeah, sign in on your phone, put it in your pocket, put your headphones in, and go for that walk.
Yeah.
And if your meeting lasts an hour, that's an hour walk. That's
Yeah.
huge.
And like you can always like ask if it's like like you're scared of what your boss says or whatever. You can always ask your boss, be like, one, do I need to be in this meeting?
Yeah.
Because apparently some people, you don't have to be in all the meetings.
Yeah.
And two, it's like, well, do you mind if I plug in on my phone and I walk? Like, I'm still gonna be there, but like, you know, like if you're really working, it's like, your boss will probably be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like they can't say no if.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if they're like, yeah, no.
Yeah. So, anyways, those are like little things. If you know that you don't have, like, you have a hard time getting activity during the summer, or you want to, and you're like, how do I like start setting this up? It's like, it might just be like you have to wake up a little bit earlier. So start like setting your alarm 15 minutes early. And
right
like,
now. Yeah.
And then every week it's like increase that time. So then when it comes to summer, which the perks of summertime is that sunrise is at like 6 a.m. sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's like it'll get easier to wake up. So if you make it hard now, it'll be easier then.
Yeah, I do find it's easier to wake up when the sun's up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's, and you can, if you don't wake up early, because you can work at 9 a.m. let's say, or 8 a.m. It's like starts getting up when the sun rises. Like if you don't already. So like I don't know what time the sun's. I think it's gonna be like 7:30 now.
I don't
with
know.
the time change, but if it's like it's 7:30, start waking up when the sun starts waking up. And then you're just gonna, by this summertime, you'll be waking up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
It's a good way to just start having those like little healthier habits now. So when it's
I mean
summertime.
that's a good idea that you're bringing up, is start now so you can slowly get to the point that you want to get to.
Yeah.
Like the example of waking up earlier. If you need to wake up an hour earlier to accomplish something, start with 15 minutes, do it for a week, then 30 minutes, do it for another week, then 45 minutes, do it for another week, then an hour, do it for that time. And then by the time you get to summer, you'll be used to waking up that hour early because you'll have done it super slowly.
Yeah.
And it'll be gradual and you won't even notice the difference that much.
Yeah.
But if you go from the same time to now an hour earlier, you'll be like, oh my God, like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Like, this is so early. It's crazy how that makes a big difference in how you feel about what you set out to accomplish. Because it goes from small little steps to all of a sudden you have to climb this 20-story building. But if you're taking a day off at each floor, 20 stories isn't that bad.
No, yeah.
But if you wait last minute and you're like, all right, I need to get these 20 stories in 5 minutes, then it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
So yeah,
well,
that's a good idea.
Something I recently heard. I don't know how accurate it is because I haven't done any research, but I heard about it and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, it does make a lot of sense, and that's why a lot of people probably fail. But somebody was saying that it's either your brain or how people think, your mentality, and it's like, if you can't be successful with doing brand new things like a bunch all at once, your brain can only like comprehend like 2 new things at once max. So a lot of people, when summertime, it's like, okay, I'm going to start being healthy, I'm going to start eating, I'm going to drink a little bit less, I'm going to be working out every day, I'm going to be outside every day, I'm going to wake up early, like everything. It's like, I'm going to go camping, I'm going to be social. It's like 10 new things because it's summertime. So it's like, if you start now with like the little tiny changes, by the time it's summer, it'll be just be like, oh, I'm gonna want to go outside more often. I'm gonna start playing a sport. It's like now you're just working on two things, so it'll probably be more successful than if you like start in May, June, being like, hey, I'm gonna start a brand new sport. I'm gonna start biking. I'm gonna start running. I'm gonna start walking.
Yeah.
And then it's like, that's overwhelming a lot. And that's why a lot of times people just, you don't achieve your goals or you don't get to do what you want to do.
Think of it like same thing as if at work and you get no new things to do for 6 months. You'd be like, all right. And then on the 7th month, your boss comes in and they're like, all right, so you're going to work on these 20 things. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But if they gave you 5 things a month instead, that would have been way easier for you to do, to break down, to accomplish, and you would have felt a lot better about yourself.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be extremely overwhelmed.
Yeah.
By all of the little things that you need to start doing.
Yeah.
All of a sudden.
So what are your 2 things you're gonna start doing now? It's summertime, even though you're pretty good at.
2 things I'm gonna start doing now. Just interesting. I think first I would have to think about what I want to do for summer. Like, one thing that I know for sure is I will have to make sure that we're on the same page on the nights that I play ball. This is the time I'm leaving. This is what you'll do to come back home from work because we share a vehicle.
Yeah.
That's one thing that we'll need to figure out right away. I don't know what I need. Honestly, I don't know what I need to add.
Well, the one thing you've been starting to do is being a lot more mindful about your eating.
Yeah.
When it comes to summertime, it'll be a lot easier.
And you did notice the changes.
I did. I appreciate the changes.
Last when was it? Yesterday or 2 days ago? You're like the abs are popping more.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you
And
were
I was
like
like,
flexing, and I'm like, look at that.
I was like, oh, that's good. That's good. Because honestly, I think it's the first time that I don't really track what I do as religiously. And I'm trying this new thing where I'm just kind of setting out some ground rules without being too obsessed with it, but just following a certain guideline and seeing where that goes. That's because essentially I'm trying something that's going to be easy for me to help my clients with. Because I know most of my clients don't want to track. Mm-hmm. That's extra effort. They like, tell me what to eat, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find a way of what would be most, like, the easiest way that I could help my clients by just being like, follow these 3 rules.
Yeah. I didn't know you were doing that.
I know. But yeah, so that's why I've been changing up, and it's been good. I guess you've noticed some changes, so that's good. Yeah. Hard for me to notice changes because I'm always looking, but yeah, it's a slow process of me just figuring out, is this working? Could it help somebody else? I feel great though. I have more energy. I'm actually enjoying what I eat also, which again is good, but I won't tell you right away what my rules are.
Why?
Well, because I wanna keep testing it out.
I'm gonna try figuring it out.
I mean, it's pretty easy to figure out, honestly.
No, don't say that. Because what if I don't figure it out?
Well, just look at what I'm eating.
Well, I'm excited to hear what these rules are.
This is not very complicated.
No, but they're probably not.
No.
It's you.
Yeah. What are 2 things you're working on, or you're gonna start working on?
After, like, I can start moving a little bit better without, like, potentially just feeling pain. I want to be more on top of, like, chores in a way, like cleaning, kitchen and stuff, because I know why I don't love cooking right now is probably just because I like hate the Arctic kitchen because it's small and we have a bunch of stuff in there.
It is very crowded in there.
Yeah, so I want to figure out, like, I think it's going to be more of an environment thing. It's like how to set up my environment to be more, like, have an easier summer.
Yeah.
So I don't have to, so I can spend time outside. Yeah.
We have been better lately, though. With the kitchen in general.
Sure. I don't think so.
Not to you, but I've seen a difference.
That's good.
Yeah.
Alright, that's one of the things. And then actually the other thing is tomorrow I have to double check again, but my friend sent me a little like fun video that said like do like a date night with your friend of like all the activities you want to do just summer. Like make
Oh, nice.
like not a vision board, but a bucket list of yeah summer bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
Me and her like we have she's a nurse, so she works shift work. She like her schedule is random every single week, and she also has to plan in advance if she can like book off and all that. So, and then with my job too, it's like a lot of the times we're not like when she works, I don't work. When I work, she
Mm-hmm.
works. And then last year we were getting pretty good at one point. Like every Friday we were hanging out, but then after it just kind of fell off. So that's what we're gonna be planning on doing. Is just like plan our times to hang out, all the things we want to do. So like go paddle boarding, go hiking, go. If you have a friend, or if you don't, find one. I don't know, something. But like that likes to do things like activities that makes your life a lot easier to actually go and do things.
Yeah.
Like for me, she's big into like running right now. Like she's gonna run like marathons this year, and it's like I can't. And even if I could, I wouldn't be at her level. So like I'm gonna go bike probably behind her. So
Yeah,
like it's little something like that. It's like if you
a good
don't,
idea.
it's like find something that you can do together, even though it's not the same
Yeah.
activity, same level. Now I know if you don't have friends that are like super active, it makes it harder.
That's why you join.
A sports league, yeah, yeah. But then you look at like some people that like are in those, and it's like they're in those because that's how they get their activity. They don't do anything else.
Yeah, but it's still an activity.
Yeah, I guess if you sign up for a sport, yeah, that's something you can do. Plan. It's like plan your little summer bucket list.
It's a good idea. I'll be golfing once a week for the whole summer.
Thing about golfing is
Not
that it's
Lily
long.
approved. Not Lily
I mean,
approved.
if I'm invited,
Can you?
I don't know.
Will
I don't
you be
actually
able
know.
to?
I don't know. But that's the thing. That's what's tough. It's like the golf thing. It's like I know it's your time for your boys, but like I can do it too. So like
It's not my time for my boys. It was more like if we're already four that agree
Yeah.
to go golfing, it's like
No, yeah.
this is nobody else we can invite.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to name some activities that people can do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm thinking also a lot of people have injuries. Or like when they walk, this hurts. That hurts. When they run, they're like, I'm going to start running, and then they get in pain.
Yeah,
So
running is for healthy people. It's weird to say, but it is. If you're somebody that has knee, feet issues, starting to run is not exactly the best idea.
Well, it's more of a if you don't walk already and you start running, you're like if you're not already walking every day,
Yeah.
like all the time, and then you're like, oh, I'm just gonna start running. It's like of course you're gonna be in
Yeah.
pain because you don't even walk,
Yeah, things are gonna.
and probably just walking for you hurts. The walking thing, like it's summertime, you start at 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like you're walking 30 minutes every day for a week. And it's just like 30 minutes is a lot for somebody that doesn't walk consistently. Like, so it's, you want to pay attention to like, you just need to start walking like 5 minutes. And I know it's going to be not a lot, but it's how you're going to get your body used to it.
Yeah, and honestly, like sometimes for your goals to stick, they almost have to seem laughable.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I gotta walk for 5 minutes every day. Yeah, of course I can do that.
Yeah.
But then you increase it to 10.
And
15.
it's like, and it's not about the 5 minute length. It's about going every day.
It's about committing to it, yeah. 100%. And know if you end up doing 35 minutes at the end of the week, doesn't do the same thing.
Like if you just do a 35-minute walk.
Yeah. Instead
Versus
of
like
instead of your
every
5 minutes every day.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
It's not gonna accomplish the same thing
No.
in a habit building way.
Yeah. Well, I don't think even in a health way.
Yeah. Because your calories, again, in a weight loss way, I should say.
Yeah.
Because calories burned is for the week. So whether you burn them all on day 7 or burn them evenly throughout the week, you've burned the same amount of calories.
Yeah.
So yes, from a weight loss, fat loss perspective, yes, it would be the same. But
Yeah.
for habit building thing, it won't be the same.
Yeah.
Because then, like, when you increase it, what you're gonna do 70 minutes at the end of your week,
Yeah.
like 140 minutes at the end of your week.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, just get used to doing every day something.
Yeah.
So that way, it'll be easier at some point to do an hour every day. So you're not gonna be able to push all of that to the last day of your week. You
Yeah.
spend your whole day walking.
Small little things, and then if you're somebody that walks every day and wants to start running, it's kind of the same thing. I
Yeah.
think that if you start running slow, and again, like when you're running for fun, like quotation mark fun, or like you just want to start it, it's like it's not about the speed, it's not about huffing and puffing. It's actually you should be able to keep a conversation going while you're running. That's what like marathon runners like. It's like
Yeah.
they're able to keep a conversation, talk normally like we are without like having to catch your breath.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. At first, you probably won't be able to.
But that means you're probably running too fast for you.
But you'll adjust, right? Because don't get me wrong. Some people, if they walk fast enough, can't hold a conversation. But if they walk fast enough over a longer period of time, they'll be able to hold a conversation with that same pace.
Yeah, but I think what I'm talking about is the like injury. People stop running because they hurt.
Yes.
If I'm walking my fastest, my slowest run, I could walk faster than my run probably.
Yes. I know exactly what you're trying to say, and like I agree, but I don't want it to make it sound like to the people listening that because you need some effort in order to elicit change.
But you're talking about weight loss.
No, I'm just talking about generally. For your heart too. Like
I know, but I'm thinking about because
if
running is
if you walk / run
yeah.
for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and every time you do that, let's say you reach 1 kilometer, at some point your same 5 minutes you should be able to go for 1.1, 1.2, 1.3
In that 5 minutes?
in that 5 minutes, but feeling the same way you felt when you were doing 1, because it gets easier.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say. It's not that you should push yourself to be out of breath and all of that. It's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying make sure that you're still progressing even when being in a position where you still need to hold that conversation.
You just have to always increase the distance.
Or speed. That's what I mean. Let's say you stick to 5 minutes. Let's say somebody only has 5 minutes.
Yeah, well,
I'm just saying. I'm
now I'm just talking about different things. I feel like different
most
goals.
likely.
Like because
Most
I'm
likely.
thinking it's like you want to run longer distances. It's not about running for that 5 minutes. It's about this is getting confusing.
It is, but
So-
that's okay. Yes, I know what you're trying to say is in order to run long distances, you got to have a pace where you can hold a conversation. It's not about going all out and running.
And
It's
it'll
about
probably just help with injury prevention too, because you're not pushing yourself to run fast, and because when you start running faster,
Yes.
you're harder on your body.
Yes. I think you're more talking in the moment and I'm more talking after a while. I think that's where because after a while, the pace that is safe for your body and your joints is going to be able to be pushed a little bit more.
Yeah.
And your new safe will be a little bit faster and then a little bit faster. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Nobody that's probably listening to this are long-term runners, though.
But I don't think that's the point.
Well, I don't know what the point is anymore.
I'm just trying to say somehow it's good to, even though you're sticking to a safe pace for your body, it's good to push that safe pace. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I agree to disagree. Got it. Let's bring it back.
Activities you can do are walking,
Yes.
running. Bike, which is also a little bit less intense on your body.
Yes. I would highly recommend to not get an e-bike though.
Oh yeah, that's smart. Yeah. Yes. For actually like, yeah, no, don't do it. Like at all. Like
I get it. I get it. You're still outdoors.
Yeah.
You're still technically moving the pedals, but just get a bike.
if it's your way of transportation to go far.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if you're trying to exercise, if you're trying to increase your activity and exercise, like, definitely, yeah, don't. Like,
Yeah. I'd rather you do 10 kilometers on a bike on a flat surface than you do 30 on an e-bike with heels.
yeah, if
Like-
I think I would have a hard time if you told me that, like, it's like, oh yeah, I've done activity, like, I went on my e-bike, and I would be like, that's something I could be, I'd be like,
Doesn't count.
like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm like, good for you for going outside.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
And
proud
and
for that.
moving. And I know with the e-bike you can regulate it, and that sometimes you don't use it at all, and other times you use it a little bit more.
Yeah.
I get it.
You're just better off getting a bike.
Yeah. Keep it old school.
Yeah, and again, like, the intensity, people are like, it's hard. It's like, it is, especially if you go up but it's like, you don't have to go hard.
No.
Anyways.
And learn how to use your gears properly.
Yeah.
That'll help you a lot too.
Yeah. And then one that's a little bit sketchier is like the rollerblading. But it's still like a fun thing to do. I'm trying to think of like other things that people can do if they're like injured, because we have a lot of people that will say like, well, I get knee pain, I get this.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I mean, water.
I was actually going to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swimming is very easy on the joints.
There's swimming, and then there's like water activity. If it's like leg wise, it's like you can go kayaking. I have a paddleboard, and I don't necessarily use it the way it's supposed to be used.
No, you don't?
Well, like the standing, like I stand on it, but all the time I'm kneeling, or I'll be sitting on it and like using it as a kayak because it's a little bit wider, and I find more stability. You know, if you're just on like plain water. Canoeing is something for like if it's your lower body.
Yeah.
And then if it's your upper body that's injured, well, walking. Just because you're injured somewhere doesn't mean you can't get activity in.
Yeah.
You just have to be a little bit more
Creative.
Yeah. And then like recreational sports. Honestly, gardening, like chores around the house is still activity. Like find something you like to do. Now if you have a tractor or a
yeah
that's how you get your grass cut, like yeah, I have a client that she gardens a lot, and she always talks about how that's like she's not my client, but that she increases her activity levels in that. And it's like, yeah, you're outside, you're on the ground, you're crawling, getting up and down, hiking. The big thing that's happening right now is like pickleball. People are obsessing over that.
Pickleball.
Badminton is a sport too. It's not like high intensity at all.
It can be.
Well, it depends how competitive you are.
But yeah, honestly, like walking is so underrated.
Yeah.
Like,
and then if we talk about walking too, if you're somebody that walks often, we were kind of talking about this the other day, because right now I'm walking really slow.
Yeah.
And then.
But for you, it's a challenge, even though it's slow.
Yeah, well, because I'm injured, but like
But
you walking beside me, like you're not getting anything. Like any benefits.
No.
But yeah, and it's like
other than overall step count.
Yeah, and it's you want to get a goal when you're walking, if you're using it as activity purposes, I find.
Yeah.
Get your heart rate up.
Yeah, it's not a stroll.
No, you're not taking small steps.
Yeah,
like,
it's a walk. Like you're walking with a purpose.
Yeah.
You're going somewhere. You're late somewhere.
Yeah.
Like it's how you gotta walk.
Yeah.
If you go for a walk.
Yeah.
Now, would you recommend them, let's say, walking for a faster pace for a shorter amount of time, or going for a leisurely walk for a longer time? Let's say walking is hard for them, and they can go for a 10-minute, but if they try to increase the pace, they'll have to stop at 5 minutes.
I think longer.
Yeah, I would say go more intense for a shorter period of time. But that's the beauty of it all.
Yeah.
There's no right answer.
Yeah, it all depends on you. I think it's more of like, because when people go harder, they just harder on your joints. Like I'm just thinking of people
who struggle.
Yeah, and it's just like like if they go harder, their body's just not, their muscles aren't being used right. Like you see the people that you can tell that don't run, like that don't move a lot when they're running for the bus.
Oh yeah.
Like you, so
Yeah,
it's
you
just
can
like,
see it right
and like
away.
how they walk, and
Yeah.
it's like it's like. That hurts. That looks like it hurts. Versus like somebody you can tell that might be like
They're
when
lighter on their feet. Let's
yeah,
just say.
well, yeah, but
Yeah.
like, and it's because their muscles are used to just moving. So it's like if somebody doesn't move already a lot, it's not, if you're there, if there's trying to walk fast for 5 minutes, probably not doing it right. So then they're gonna be in pain the next day, and then they're not gonna want to go for a walk.
But it's like for them.
For them.
Like it's faster for them.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
my faster.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah.
All
yeah.
I'm
So it
trying
just,
to prevent is like the slow, like, just
well,
like.
but if we use the, it's like after a week of that, it's like, well, then you don't walk slow. It's like, it's more if you don't walk at all, start with like just getting outside and walk. And then after that week of being consistent, the next week, it's like, yeah, now just walk slow. Get your heart rate, for sure, get your heart rate up. It's more of like, if you've been walking for a while, if you walk every day already, and then you're like, well, I already walk every day. It's like, yeah, but how fast?
Yeah.
Like, do you get your heart rate up? If you've been walking for a month and your heart rate's like, you're like, oh, I could walk for another 2 hours. It's like, I know when I'm walking, when we're doing our 40, like, it's like, I don't want to walk anymore.
No.
Like,
My legs are tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. Start walking.
This podcast didn't go as planned.
Start walking towards the summer months. There you go. Pick something that you want to do for summer. Plan it out. Make sure you're taking steps forward right now and starting right now. Steps that'll take you to where you want to be for those summer plans. And
you'll enjoy also.
yeah, make sure you enjoy it. If you can find somebody that you can do it with, that'll make it more enjoyable. Yeah. That's even better. And enjoy the sun, enjoy the nice weather, enjoy the water. No, but like they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. So I'm talking to them as if it's already summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish.
Don't feel bad about going to some barbecues and drinking, but try to minimize it.
If you know that you're like somebody that does that, or that your friend group is like that, you take that step and be like, instead of barbecues, like what could you do? Like instead, like you can be like, let's start doing like all those people that go to your barbecue, like, or your cottage or whatever, like be like, hey, you want to join softball, volleyball?
Let's do something.
Yeah. Like take that step so that like your barbecues become that.
Or have your barbecues at the end of a hike or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like you gotta go do that. Like
make it to the top and then have your lunch/barbecue and then come down. That you can do. Yeah. Like there's a lot of things. How are you? Any last words, Lily?
No.
No. Lily's disappointed.
A little bit, but it's okay.
It did not have the impact that she wished it would have had.
No.
But who knows? Maybe somebody will listen to this and be like, you know what, Lily, she was right. And you'll have impacted their world. We'll see you all in the next one.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.